guys, so I know y'all see the title of this video, and this is not even something I wanted to have to make, but I'm getting so annoyed with just like people online with the double standards, and I'm gonna try to keep looking at the camera for this video and not looking at myself. But yeah, like, people are just really annoying me, and mostly it's men, because like, for some reason the double standards always like favor the man. It seems like, I won't say always, but a lot of the time it's always like, oh, the men are, you know, the good guys in the situation or whatever. But anyway, I was just watching this little show, and I don't know if I'll put a clip of it right here or whatever, but if I do, I'll pause it and put that.
Because at the end of the day, like, some other guy started a family. That's the game I'm talking about. He started a family with this woman, yeah, and then boom, he's gone off to, I don't know, live his movie, do whatever, yeah, and then boom, this other guy come in like an idiot and try to restart the game, restart the family, and I just think that's not worth it. It's not going to work out for him, and it hasn't.
Why do you think that the guy coming into the relationship, and obviously they're married now, they've got a child together, right?
They're not married, but they've got a child together.
Why do you think that he's an idiot for?
Because they already started a family. Like, even if it didn't work out with the man, they started it. It's already started, and a kid was produced.
Okay,
so in my mind, that woman is still with that man. In my mind, that's how I look at it.
Okay, a family was started, but obviously if it was ended, something happened for them not to work out. I don't feel like people intentionally go into relationships to have children and then walk apart and separate. I feel like they have the intent of actually being together, but things happen, they've separated and they've decided to go their own ways. Why do you believe that her meeting another person and creating a new relationship with someone else when she's got a child from a previous relationship, that makes that guy a sucker? I'm trying to understand.
I think no, well, I'm just saying it's not in his best interest. I don't think it's in any man's best interest, because at the end of the day, there's already a foundation that has already been started. Do you get what I'm saying? And I understand, like, everybody, you know, has the best intentions in the beginning, but at the end of the day, things have gone the way they've gone, and now this guy who has no children, he's got no baggage coming from his corner. He's coming into that situation,
so you think
and then now it's all backfired on him now.
You think children are baggages?
No, I'm saying he's not bringing no baggage. I'm not saying the kids are baggage, but it's something to think about. It's a factor in getting in a relationship with that woman.
Well, they had a whole scenario, and it was like about a guy, and he got mad because he was with his stepson, and his stepson busted out and was like, oh, you're not my real daddy or whatever. So that's how they got onto the debate. And so during the debate, the man basically was just like, oh, well, he shouldn't have been with her in the first place if she already had a kid. And so, like, it was just so crazy to me, because it's like, just because a female has a kid doesn't automatically just make her like damaged goods or, you know, whatever. So what I put on that video, what I commented was like, you know, I don't even bring men around my kid unless it is his father, first of all. Second of all, I would never, like, if I were dating someone, I would never try to bring them around and be like, oh, you're his new daddy now. Like, no, nobody's like, I don't know. I know it's probably some women out there that would do that, but in my opinion, that's kind of crazy, because it's like, first of all, can you really trust these people that are not the kids' fathers? Like, it's bad enough nowadays with people that actually are related, like doing crazy stuff to kids, but definitely like somebody that's not even related. I'm not about to even bring you around my child and have you, you know, that close where you should have to even be on that level. So they were like, well, you know, would you consider a woman to be an idiot if she were dating like a single father? And so he was like, well, I know I'm gonna sound hypocritical, but and I just was like looking at my phone, because I was watching it on my phone, and I was just like, please don't say what you're about to say. So sure enough, he's like, oh, I don't think it would be bad for a girl to date a guy that was a single father, because 9 times out of 10 they don't have the kid with them. And I'm just like, bro, that's so nuts. Like, so basically the women that are actually there like present taking care of the kid is being punished or like, you know, shunned for being a mother. But the person that literally made the kid and left, they're not being looked down on. Like, they can just date freely. They could just, you know, do them. So yeah, like, it's so annoying. Don't automatically judge people because they have a kid. Like, first of all, when I didn't have kids and I was like, what, 30 years old, people would look at me like I was a fucking alien. Like, you don't have a kid? Like, what? So just the fact that people are now acting like it's so easy to just find somebody without a kid is crazy to me. Because like, when I didn't have a kid, everybody was so shocked by that. Like, what? You don't have any kids? Like, everybody in the world just automatically has kids. Every time I watch that show, I notice I get like annoyed. And it's because the men up there are always so like aggressive to the women. And they're always so like angry sounding towards the women. And it's just crazy. Like, when he was talking to the other man on the show, he was so respectful. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, you know, yeah, for sure. Oh, like, just super fucking nice. And then it's like, even when he was introduced to the female, he just like went into this zone of like, oh yeah, what's up? Like, he just, you could automatically tell they were about to be like beefing. I don't know if he already knew her. He must have, because he was very like hostile. But anyway, yeah, every time I watch that show and it's like a debate between males and females, it's always like, I don't know, so much hostility. And it really just triggers me every time, because I'm like, bro, why are you talking to her like that? And I understand like the women kind of talk to the men aggressively too, but not on the level that they do. But this is definitely not a man bashing channel. You know, I really love men. They get on my nerves, but I do I try to give men the benefit of the doubt a lot of times. But it's like, y'all just say such stupid shit sometimes that it's like, really? Like, and he was really trying to sell this like, oh, you know, women just, you know, pretty much shouldn't date after they have a kid. And it's like, as a single mother myself, like, you don't know that the father isn't going to be present when you're having the kid. Like, you think, okay, everything's good. You know, you don't think like, oh, I'm about to have this kid and be labeled a baby mama. Like, nobody wants that. Like, the men literally create that scenario and then judge the women because that's what it is. Like, the women really don't have the control. That's like let me see if I can give y'all a little example of what I mean. That's kind of like if y'all knew it was like a scientist in a lab and he was like, oh, I'm about to create this stuff called, you know, and he just was sitting there making it or whatever, and then the people started to catch. Would you get more upset with the people that got sick from the, or like with the person that actually sat there and fucking produced it and like put it out there? Because that's literally the same thing. Like, y'all are basically bashing the women for being single mothers, but then you're not doing shit to like the men that make the babies and leave. And also, like, even like when I'm with my son's father or whatever and we're all together as a family, I could be walking with my son and people will not like bat an eye. Like, they won't care. They'll just keep it moving. I'm telling y'all, as soon as he like picks my son up or holds my son's hand, everybody starts looking at them and smile. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, actually a father and a son. And I guess you could tell that they're father and son because they literally have the same shape and the same face, basically. But it's such a just like hypocritical world, and it's so crazy. Like, I feel like when I'm alone with my son, like, nobody really, and I'm not like hating at all, because I look at them and I'm like, y'all are cute together when y'all are together. But I'm just saying, like, the response of people when he has my son versus when I have my son is crazy. Like, it's just like night and day. So yeah, I don't know. I just have never been a fan of double standards. Like even when I was a teenager and it was the whole, oh, you know, the girls have to just be these little demure pure creatures, like, but then the dudes could walk around and be hoes. Like that's just always annoyed me. And it's just still going on. Like they'll just always find something that a woman does to like have a problem with. And I know like it can go both ways and women could kind of be like that with men sometimes, but like I feel like the women don't, I don't know. I can't speak for the whole world, but me personally, I don't feel like I'm a person that does double standards. Like I have dated single fathers before, or at least one. I don't know like too many, but I feel like it's been like 2 single fathers that I've dated. And first off, like I wouldn't even introduce my child to men that I was dating. I just don't feel like that's right. And I also don't want him being introduced to any women that my son's father may date. Like, I just feel like if he can't see the 2 of us be together, or that be his representation of a family, nobody needs to be playing house with my child. Like, not me, not my son's father. Like, nobody's about to play house with him. So either he's gonna see his mother and father at separate times or together, but he's not about to be seeing, oh, his father and some other chick, or his mother and some other dude. Like, that's just, I don't like that. So yeah, he's going on 6 and I haven't introduced him to anybody like that I've dated. So yeah, I just don't like that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking because it's been 12 minutes already. But yeah, that just really triggered me, because I was like, stop trying to make it seem like there's something wrong with single mothers, but yet like y'all don't say shit to the men that made the women into single mothers. Like I don't know, I just think that's crazy to me. And I get what they're trying to say, because he was like, oh well, if it were your son, would you tell them to be with, you know, a girl that had a kid or a girl that didn't have a kid, if they were just the exact same person, you know, in all the other ways? Which one would you tell them to pick? And I'm like, well, of course she would tell them to pick the one without the kid, and I understand that. But the thing is, this is the real world, and you have to like look at people's actual values, and what they're doing for you, how they're treating you. That's the stuff that you need to be concerned about, and not like, oh, do they have a kid? That's just an automatic no. Like, y'all be having kids, y'all be having like so many kids tucked away and hidden, but then because we can't tuck them away, now it's just such a strike against us. Like, get out of here with that, bro. Like, I hate little stupid double standards, bro. But anyway, let me know what y'all think, because I'm not gonna stay up here too long and talk about this, but let me know y'all's point of view. And yeah. I'll talk to y'all on the next video.